So, Nora and thawne have completely effed up. The timeline is doomed. Another cicada has shown up. What else could possibly go wrong, right? Wrong. So I have a scene here with Nora and Thawne, and it takes place in 2049. So we are going back to the future again, and we're gonna spy on Nora and Thawne's conversation. So before I actually break down this footage, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel right now for more videos like this. Smash that like button, hit that bell, make sure your post notifications are turned on. So before we can actually break down this scene, let's actually watch that scene.
Something went wrong. We got Dwyer, we gave him the cure. This should all be over. But another cicada showed up, took Dwyer and the dagger. Thawne, did you hear what I said? Another cicada showed up.
I know. I know.
Who is that?
I have no idea.
You said manipulating the timeline would stop the cicada. You said you knew what you were doing.
I know what I said. I was very wrong.
What do we do? What do we do now?
I can't help you anymore. Little runner.
What? You have to help me.
It's too late.
There's got to be something we can do. You have to help.
There is only one thing left to do. Tell your father. You tell your father everything.
Wow, that is so surreal, so emotional. I feel the emotions played by Jessica Parker Kennedy. I just want to say she's doing a phenomenal job, and you can see that she is clearly lost it. She is torn emotionally. She does not know what to do. She has always been reverting back to this slogan throughout this season: I have to fix this. So she does not resort back to the notebook, but she instead goes back to 2049 to try to get more answers out of Thawne. And Thawne just sits there, and he knows that this is happening currently, but he does not know how to fix this. This is something that he was not expecting going to happen. So now he is definitely doomed. Nora is definitely doomed, and Barry is possibly doomed. Nora is not listening to Thawne. She's insisting that he helps her, but he's telling her there is nothing left I can do. Now we see that the timer was at 12 minutes. Now it's down to 11:59. Now a lot of people are still wondering, what does this timer mean exactly? Now, I'm thinking he can be administered a cure, or he's going to be executed due to his actions that took place back on Earth X. Now, you guys do know that this is the same Thawne from the crossover. This is the same Thawne from season one. He has all the memories. He knows everything. He is well aware of everything that is happening. But this current situation that developed, he was not pretty much equipped for it. He did not see this coming. This went over his head. And this is strange because we do know how Eobard Thawne is very smart, and he's always one step ahead of everyone. But this time around, he is not one step ahead. So what is Team Flash and company set out to do? Now we're not completely sure. And Thawne is definitely out of ideas. He has no more tricks up his sleeve, so he decides to accept his fate. He tells Nora to go back and tell your father everything. Tell him you was working with me. Tell him that I pretty much baited you into going back in time and saving him, and I have failed you. If Oliver Queen was there, he would also say, Nora and Eobard Thawne, you have failed this city. Because they have failed. They were supposed to stop Cicada, so they stopped the first cicada, give him the cure, and then a future cicada shows up. Now, through mere speculation from my mind, I'm thinking that Cicada had to be working with a speedster, excuse me, because we do know the time machine does not travel through time by itself. It needs someone to open up a portal gateway so that way it is sucked in to travel through time. It is just used as a carrier to carry someone in it. Now we've seen this same time sphere from season one when Eobard was using it to go back to his time period, and then Barry came back and broke the whole thing, and that led to their fight. And then we seen the time spear showed up again when they used it in Legends of Tomorrow in season two, I believe, when Thawne was there, the Matt Lesher version. He used the sphere for Damien Dark, basically, to bring him back to the past and help him shape his future and make it better, pretty much. Because we all know that he reached his demise when he had his fight with Oliver Queen, aka the Green Arrow, and he was dead. So Thawne brought him back by going back in time, bringing him from a different time period, and telling him that he can change his future. So that's what happened. And we all seen that Thawne had to run around and open up a portal, and then the time machine was able to travel through time just because of Thawne creating this portal. So Grace being back in the past, she had to have someone help her get to this point in time. Now, a lot of people are speculating that this could be just the introduction to Godspeed, but we didn't get him in this episode, and there wasn't any leads pointing towards that. So I'm thinking the only option is it could be Thawne, because we do know that he's very manipulative, so he has, a way with words, and he has all the experience. So it is very possible that Nora could be in real danger, and Thawne maybe is not in real danger. We do know he's very smart, and he happens to say this a lot, that he's the only one that knows what he's doing. He knows how to travel back in time. He knows how to manipulate the timelines. He knows how to exist within the timelines, even if he doesn't belong in that period. But anyway, that's where the scene takes place in 2049. This is nothing that we weren't expecting, because we all know that Nora was going to go back to see him one more time before their secret gets blown out in the open. And then we have this scene, but not in this one that I have, but we do have this scene where she has all of the Team Flash gather around, and I'm guessing that's where she spills the beans because, Eobard Thawne told her, we tried everything and there's nothing he can do. He's accepting his fate. It seems like he is very much troubled by this time that's ticking up on the wall, so that means something could be very much happening that could be bad, meaning it can also be an end game for Ebot Thorn. And I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me say that, but everything has been end game. And I'm just super excited for end game that's coming out, the Adventures end game. But with that being said, I'm going to end this video. There's not much I can take from this scene. We do know that she's going to talk to him. He can't do anything else, so he just decides to sit there and accept his fate. I'm guessing we'll see the timeline go down, and maybe, something is going to happen to Thawne, or maybe something's going to happen to Nora. It could be a possibility that maybe she's going to be erased, or maybe this whole timeline is going to be erased. Who knows? But we'll just have to wait and find out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.